All right, so USC is now handing it to Colorado in Boulder, 27-17. They were down in this game 17-3, and they have dominated the game since it was, I believe, 17-6 at the half. They have dominated the game. Now they're up 10, and there's still pretty much the entire fourth quarter to go. So I wanted to look at some of these games, obviously, on Saturday in college football. By the way, all my picks are up for college and pro football and my top pick packages. So just for refreshing your memory, last week in college football, in my top 10 plays, spreads, because people are like, are you in those money line, man? Like, anyone can do that. Yeah, anyone except the guy that doesn't go to the window. It's always the guy that's like telling me, oh, money lines are easy when you don't go bet. Everyone's a genius on Sunday morning after all the games have been played. Everybody's got all the answers. But the guy that has the onions to go to the window and lay down the lumber and play the money lines, those are people that I hang out with at the pool, at the Wet Republic when everybody's naked. Okay, I just wanted to say that. Can you say that on the radio? All right, so thanks for all your wisdom. But on my top 10 picks, which are my top pick package, I hit 9 of the 10 games. I hit 9 of the 10 spreads, 90% last week. So my top pick packages, all I did was make you fat paper. So anyway, the games on Saturday, just non-stop action all day, starting at high noon. Hang 'em high. Florida and South Carolina are going to be going at it in Columbia at Williams-Brice Stadium. The Gators are 8-1 and 6-1. They're laying 7 and a hook to the Gamecocks. Florida's better than South Carolina, and you know it. They got to get it done. Can you dig us tonight? System of a Down. Kansas and TCU and Fort Worth, they're going to be going at it as well. And the Jayhawks are going to get lit up. Ohio State and Illinois and Champaign. The Buckeyes shouldn't have a problem at 9-0 and 5-0 in the conference, but the Illini are 5-4. Will they give them a game? The Buckeyes are laying 17 there. Maryland's in East Lansing against Michigan State at Spartan Stadium, also at noon. The Spartans 8-1 and 4-1 after their big loss to Nebraska. How will they recover? How will they respond? Or are they going to crumble? Not against that 2-7 Terp team. They're soft tissue. Purdue at Northwestern and Evanston at Ryan Field in the Windy City on the north side. The Wildcats are 7-2. Purdue's 2-7. They're awful. NC State and Florida State. Golston will go for the Seminoles. They're 7-2. They still haven't recovered from Clemson and Georgia Tech and ruined their season. That's all there is to it. Golston, like I said, will be starting at quarterback, not McGuire. The Canes, after everybody said, fire out, Golden Plains flying over, disaster, the Canes are garbage, they're awful. Then they had the return, that corrupt return against Duke. They're 6-3, going to Chapel Hill to see 8-1 North Carolina. The Heels are flat out better than the Canes. Know that. Hell, if you can beat Duke, though, why not go beat North Carolina? Wake and Notre Dame in South Bend, Notre Dame Stadium, 3:30 Eastern. The Irish are 8-1, 5-0. They're in the playoff as it stands now, and you know they want them to be in the playoff come New Year's Eve. The big money Irish and their fans want to rock and roll in the playoff. A lot of people don't want them there. A lot of people do. We know their global impact. Clemson and Syracuse in New York. Number 1 Clemson, 9-0, 6-0 in the ACC, on the streets against the Orange. Bama and Mississippi State. It could be the game of the day in Starkville at Davis Wade Stadium, 3:30 Eastern on CBS. The Tide, Roll Tide, 8-1, 5-1 in the SEC against Dak Prescott of the 7-2 Bulldogs At home, 3-2 in the SEC. Can they dance with the tide? Michigan's in Indiana in Bloomington Memorial Stadium. Indiana finds a way to lose every game. The Wolverines are 7-2. SMU and Navy. How about Navy? They knocked Memphis off their perch. They're 7-1, 5-0 in the American, taking on the Stangs in Annapolis. Oklahoma State's in Ames against Iowa State. The Cowboys are 9-0 and 6-0. They get no love from the committee. Temple in South Florida, in Tampa, Raymond James. Temple, an incredible season, only the loss to the Irish. They're 8-1 and 5-0 in the conference in the American. Memphis against unbeaten Houston. How about the Cougs? Number 24, 9-0, 5-0 in the conference. How does Memphis get a higher ranking and they got a loss? I mean, seriously. Houston's unbeaten. You got to give them the love. Arkansas and LSU in Baton Rouge at Tiger Stadium under the lights. The Hogs are on fire. LSU coming off the loss to Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Oregon and Stanford at Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. 7:30 Eastern. That's going to be a good game. The Ducks can score with anybody, but they don't have any defense, which is going to be problematic against Hogan and the Cardinal, who've been running it up on everybody and winning flat out. Hogan's got 16 TDs on the season. Oklahoma medal the game of the night in prime time on ABC. The Sooners are 8-1 and 5-1 in the Big 12 against 8-0 and 5-0 and disrespected Baylor in Waco. Art Briles, all they do is win. They're laying 2 and a hook. Minnesota's at Iowa. The Iowa Hawkeyes at Kinnick Stadium, of course, unbeaten and number 5. They're the 2 on the outside trying to get on the inside of the playoff. Can the Hawkeyes keep winning? Can they get to the Big Ten championship game? Iowa City will be rocking tomorrow night under the lights.